Good morning, all of you. Today we will start with the lesson number 7, triangles, exercise 7.4, fourth question. Okay, the last topic of this lesson. AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest sides of a quadrilateral ABCD. Show that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. AB is the smallest side and CD is the longest side. For a quadrilateral, total how many sides are there? 4 sides. Quadri means lateral, 4-sided figure. So which are the 4 sides? AB, BC, CD and AD are the 4 sides of the quadrilateral. AB, BC, CD and AD are the 4 sides of the quadrilateral. Among these 4 sides, AB is the smallest side and CD is the longest side. Okay. So we want to prove that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. For proving angle A greater than angle C, I drawn the diagonal AC. A and C joined, so I drawn the diagonal AC. In this triangle ABC, here if you are drawing this diagonal AC, how many triangles you are getting? 2 triangles getting. Which are the 2 triangles? Triangle ABC and triangle ADC. These are the 2 triangles. So I am going to take each triangle separate. From each triangles we can find out the inequalities of the angles and the sides. Okay, listen. First triangle I taken triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, see here, this triangle ABC you take. In triangle ABC, very clearly you can see that AB is the smallest side. Why AB you are taking as the smallest side? Already given in the question. So AB and BC are the 2 sides of the quadrilateral already. Okay, AB, BC, CD and AD are the 4 sides. Among 4 sides, AB is the smallest side given. The meaning is that when you are comparing AB and BC, AB is smallest one. Because already given no, AB is the smallest side among all the 4 sides. Therefore, if you are compare AB and BC, what you can say? AB is less than BC. Are you got clear? AB is less than BC. Why AB is less than BC? AB is the smallest side already given in the question. Therefore, okay. So what I written here, in triangle ABC, AB is smaller than BC. If AB is smaller than BC, then the corresponding angle, the angle opposed to AB, is the smallest one. Okay, so that only we are going to find out here. So in triangle ABC, comparing to the 2 sides AB and BC, which is the smallest one? AB is the smallest one. Therefore, I written very clearly AB is less than BC. If 2 sides are unequal and which side is smallest side, its opposite angle will be smallest. So the smallest the side angle opposed to AB, see here AB. So only you consider triangle ABC. If you are considering only triangle ABC, the angle opposed to AB, what we are calling C. So how to name this angle? ACB. Listen here. So ACB is smaller than, which is the angle opposed to BC? You can take BC. BC taken now. Which is its opposite angle? A. So how to name it is BAC. So what's the reason? By theorem. If 2 sides are unequal, which side is smallest? Its opposite angle is smallest. Okay. Clear now? Yes. AB is less than BC. Already you are knowing in this question. Therefore, angle opposed to side AB is always smallest one. So what I written here, ACB is smaller than BAC. You keep it as equation number 1. Similarly, see the next diagram. Triangle ADC you consider. ADC triangle consider. In triangle ADC, when you are considering which are the sides of the quadrilateral, AD and CD are the sides of the quadrilateral. Among AD and CD, which is the smallest side? Already given in the question, CD is the longest side. Given no? Read the question. CD is the longest side, already given. CD is the longest. So in this triangle, if you are considering, very clearly we can say that among AD and CD, which is the smallest one? AD is the smallest one, because CD is the longest side given. So what I written here? AD is less than CD. Is it clear now? AD is less than CD. If AD is less than CD, again you can able to apply theorem. The side angle opposed to AD is smallest one. Which is the angle opposed to AD? See, this is AD. So in this triangle you are considering which, which side is smallest one? AD is smallest one. So which angle is opposite to it? C. So how to name it is? ACD is less than, same symbol. CD. See, so what is the side angle opposed to CD? CD this side. So opposite angle, how saying? Angle CAD. Understood now these 2 points? Okay. By which result we are applying by theorem. Okay. So that I kept it as equation number 2. Now, so equation number 1 you got, equation number 2 you got. Now we are going to add LHS, LHS and RHS, RHS of this inequality. Clear? So, yesterday I shown example also. If two inequalities, this is also less than inequality, this is also less than inequality. Therefore, LHS, LHS adding, RHS, RHS adding, inequality never will change. Okay? So listen. From 1 and 2, okay, LHS part ACB plus ACD is less than BAC plus CAD. Are you got clear? ACB plus ACD. So ACB plus ACD, we can see the diagram. What is ACB plus ACD? We can see ACB this one and ACD this angle. So what is the total angle? Which is coming? Total angle which is coming? C. Clear? So ACB plus ACD, what is coming? Angle C. Similarly, what is BAD plus CAD? This angle A. So what you can say here? So here you listen. ACB plus ACD is less than BAC plus CAD. So what is ACB plus ACD? Just now I shown you in the diagram. Angle C less than BAC plus CAD. What is coming? Angle A. So angle C is less than angle A. Then which is the greatest angle? Angle A. So reverse the inequality. 2 less than 3. Then what you can write? 3 greater than 2. Here angle C less than angle A. Therefore what you can say? Angle A is greater than angle C. That only in your question asked. You can see the question. See here. I prove that angle A is greater than angle C. So we prove that angle A is greater than angle C. Okay. So next what you wants to prove? Angle B greater than angle D. For proving angle B greater than angle D, you draw the diagonal BD. So we can see in the next diagram. See the next diagram. Listen, which diagonal I drawn here? Diagonal BD drawn. Okay. So here also procedure is same only. When you are drawing a diagonal BD, you are getting two triangles. Which are the two triangles? One is triangle ABD and the next one is triangle BCD. In triangle ABD, what about AB and AD? AB and AD are the sides of the quadrilateral. But you knowing that which side is the smallest one given in the question? AB is the smallest one already given in the question. Therefore what you can say? Comparing AB and AD, what you can say? AB is less than AD. Are you getting? Yes. AB is less than AD. If AB less than AD coming, the angle opposed to AB is smaller. What is the angle opposed to AB? This is here. This is AB side. Its opposite angle what will come? D. Okay. So how to name D? ADB. Clear? Similarly, which is the angle opposed to AD? AD is this one. Which is the angle opposed to AD? B. B how naming? ABD. So that is also by how we written by theorem. Okay. So that we keep it as equation number 3. Similarly, you take the other triangle, which one? BCD. In triangle BCD, what you can say? BC is less than CD. Why? So BC and CD are the sides of the quadrilateral. Clear? So among BC and CD, which is the longest side given in the question? CD is the longest side already given. CD is the longest side, then which is the smallest one? BC. So what I written? BC is less than CD. Okay? BC less than CD. If BC is less than CD, angle opposed to BC is less. What is the angle opposed to BC? Angle opposed to BC is what will come? D. How to name angle D? BDC. Angle BDC is less than. What is the angle opposed to CD? CD. Angle opposed to CD, what will come? B. So how to name B? DBC. So that you keep it as equation number 4. Okay. Equation number 3 got and equation number 4 got. Same procedure. Both are having the same inequality. Therefore, we can able to add the LHS part of the inequalities and RHS part of the inequalities. Clear? So LHS adding what you are getting? Angle ADB plus angle BDC less than. Inequality same only will come because both are the same inequality. Less than angle ABD plus angle DBC. What we written we can see here. So from equation number 3 and 4, angle ADB plus angle BDC is less than angle ABD plus angle DBC. So similarly we can see what is the addition. See here, ABD plus DBC, what will come? Angle B. ADC plus BDC, what will come? Angle D. Okay, so we can see here. See here both angles added. Now what you are getting? Angle D is less than. Here this both angles adding, what you are getting? Angle B. Angle D less than angle B, then which angle is greater? Angle B is greater than angle D. Angle B is greater than angle D. This is second part of your question. See here. What is asked in the question? Angle B is greater than angle D. That only we proved. Okay, students? Go through the sums once more. All of you go through the sums. Okay, for proving angle A greater than angle C, draw diagonal AC, take two sides triangles and compare the sides and angles. For proving angle B greater than angle D, you take a corresponding diagonal BD. You will get two triangles. Among the two triangles, you make the two inequalities and find the corresponding sides and angles. Okay? All of you copied the sum now? From 3 and 4 we are getting angle D less than angle B. So angle D less than angle B coming, which angle is greater? Angle B is greater than angle D. Okay students, then we will move to the next sum. Question number 5, listen. Question number 5, read properly. In figure, PR is greater than PQ. Comparing PR and PQ, which side is greater? PR is greater than PQ. First point. And the second point, PS bisects angle QPR. This PS is bisecting angle QPR. The meaning is that this angle and this angle are equal. PS bisects angle QPR. So the meaning is that this angle QPS and this angle RPS are equal. Clear? Have you got clear concept about both the points? Once more read. PR is greater than PQ. Among PR and PQ, which side is greater? PR is greater than PQ. And PS bisects angle QPR. PS bisects angle QPR means this angle and this angle are equal. Prove that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. So the points listen. PR is greater than PQ, already given the question. No? If PR is greater than PQ, its opposite angles are greater. So which is the side angle opposed to PR? PR, so angle opposed to PR means what will come? Q. So you don't consider this PS. Without considering, you think PR. PR is greater. So what is its opposite angle? Q. So how to name it is PQR. And PQ, what is the angle opposed to PQ? PQ is this one. Its opposite angle, what will come? Angle R. How to name it is PRQ. Is it clear? So what I have written here by theorem. Okay. PR is greater than PQ coming. The angle opposed to PR is greater than the angle opposed to PQ. Okay, students. Is it clear now? Now, very important topic this. Now, next point, what is giving? PS bisects angle P. PS and bisects angle P. P or QPR. PS bisects angle QPR or angle P. Several sums I explained. If bisecting, what's the meaning of bisecting? Dividing into two equal parts. The meaning is that QPS and RPS are equal. PS bisects angle QPR. What's the meaning? QPS and RPS both are equal. That is, I kept it as equation number 2. Clear? Now, here you knowing that PQR is greater than PRQ and QPS is equal to RPS got. So that I am going to add this one. Here this is a equal number, no? This equal number I am going to add on both the sides. So if adding any values changing will come. Here I shown a rough work here. Just to see this rough work. Very clearly you knowing that 3 is greater than 2, knowing no. And 2, adding 2 on both the sides. Inequality never changing. Because same number we are adding on both the sides. I am going to add 2 on both the sides. Here 3 adding, 2 adding, then what we will get? A 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 getting. Here 2 adding, what we will get? A 2 plus 2, 4 getting. So that very clearly you can understand that 5 is greater than 4. So here also I am going to do the same procedure. PQR is greater than PRQ got. And this QPS and RPS are equal, already knowing. Why? Because PS bisecting angle QPR. PS bisecting angle QPR. See here, PS bisects angle QPR. The meaning is that this is 30 and this is also 30. So name different coming, but the measurement is same only, no? So here you may think that here QPS, here RPS, how can add? We can add it. Why? Because QPS means 30 and RPS means that is also 30. The meaning is that we are going to add the same number on both the sides. Okay? So the inequality never changing. So we'll go through the next point. See here. So LHS, here along with the PQR I added QPS. For example, I added 30 here. Here also I added 30. Same number adding on both the sides. the inequality will remains the same only here, greater than, same inequality only will coming here. Okay, it will not change. That is very important point for you. Okay, here third, QPS and RPS equal coming, the word meaning the measurement is same. For example, this is 30 coming, this is also will be 30, no. So I am adding same number 30 here also, same number 30 here also adding. So there is no changes. Inequality same. Okay, inequality same will come. So the answer here, so for example, this is 60 and this is 30, adding it will become 90. So number changing. But here the same number 30, same number we are adding on the same both the sides. Therefore the inequality will remains the same. Okay, got clear through the example also, you may got clear. Now see here, angle PQR plus angle QPS. I added QPS on the LHS part and RPS on the RHS part. PQR plus angle QPS is greater than PRQ plus RPS. Instead of PQR, I written PQS. We can see that from the diagram. Diagram saying, then only you can understand. So see here, in triangle PQR, angle PQR, that means angle Q, angle PQS, then also angle Q coming. So the meaning is that Q dash S dash R coming. Therefore angle PQS, angle PQR both representing the same angle only. Clear? So here PQR plus angle QPS. Here PQS plus angle QPS. Here also same. PRQ is same as PRS because Q dash S dash R coming plus RPS. Now you can see direct teacher written here angle PQS plus angle QPS is equal to PSR. So you also will wonder how it is getting. So we can see from the diagram. See here. With respect to this triangle, what about angle PSR? What type of angle? Angle PSR is the exterior angle. So you may studied one result connecting with the exterior angle and interior opposite angle. Which is the result you studied? Measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Are you studied or not? Okay. So with respect to this triangle, which triangle I am pointing properly, listen. With respect to this triangle, which triangle? PQS. What about PSR? PSR is the exterior angle. So measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Which are the interior opposite angles? One is this angle and one is this angle. So how it is naming? Angle PQS plus angle QPS is equal to angle PSR. That is why direct I written here PSR. See here. PSR written no. Angle PQS plus angle QPS is equal to what is coming? Angle PSR. Here also same. Angle PRS plus angle RPS. That also we can see from the diagram. Which one? Angle PRS. PRS plus angle RPS. What will come? Angle PSQ. So this is the exterior angle of this triangle. This triangle, which triangle? PSR. Okay. Therefore what you can say? Measure of the exterior angle. What is the exterior angle of this triangle? This one. PSQ. Measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. Therefore measure angle PSQ is equal to angle PRS plus angle RPS. Okay. So that is why I written direct instead of PRS plus RPS. What I written here? PSQ. So you got the answer. Angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. That only you wants to prove in the question. See here. Very interesting sums. So you want to apply some logic so that very easily you can prove it. Try to enjoy with maths. Then only can study easily. Okay, students, clear? Any of the doubts you feeling? Here, first point, because PR is greater than PQ given, therefore we are written this one by a theorem. To PR is greater than its opposite angle is greater. Here also same. And here PS bisects written, therefore these both are equal written. So this angle Q and these two added together. Okay, PQR and QPS, and here PRQ and RPS added together. Okay, then PQS plus QPS already I shown in the diagram. PRS plus RPS, that also I shown in the diagram. Therefore instead of PQS plus QPS, what we written? PRSR. Reason, measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Here also same, measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Okay, so that I written the reason here for your understanding. Measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Okay, one more sum is remaining in this chapter, so we can complete that also, so that this chapter will finish. Question number last, sixth question. Show that of all line segment drawn from a given point, note on it the perpendicular line segment is the shortest one. Okay, so here we can see this is a line BC. Okay, and this point A is not on this line BC. That is why here written here question, you can once more read. All line segments drawn from a given point, note on it the perpendicular line segment is the shortest one. So here BC is a line, B and C are on the line L, and we taken a point A, it is not on the line, not on this line L, it is we taken from outside. So then what we wants to prove that? We want to prove that this AB is the shortest line segment. We have to prove that AB is the shortest line segment. So AB shortest line segment, how can prove? You want to prove that angle C is the smallest one, so that we can able to prove that AB is the shortest line segment. Okay, listen here. Let L be a line, AB is perpendicular to L. Okay, any doubt? Now in triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree. Angle B how much given? 90. If angle B 90 coming, then what about angle A and angle C? Their total sum 90 will come. Angle A and angle C total sum 90 only will come. No need of calculation here also. Okay, because what is the reason? Sum of all angles how much coming? 180. Sum of all angles is 180. Angle B itself 90 coming, then what will be the sum of the remaining two angles? 90. That only I written here. Angle A plus angle C will be, how much will come? 90. The meaning is that angle A is an acute angle, angle C also acute angle. Angle A and angle C both are acute angles. What type of angles? Acute. Why it is acute came? Because the total sum of angle A and angle C together, how much getting? 90. Therefore what will be the measure of each angle? Each angle will be acute angles. Therefore very clearly we can say angle C is an acute angle. What type of angle C? Angle C is an acute angle. Angle C acute angle, then if you are comparing with angle B, very clearly you can say that angle C is always less than angle B. That means angle C is acute now. Angle B is what? Right angle. So acute angle is always less than a right angle. Therefore what we written? This angle C is less than angle B. That is acute angle is always less than a right angle. If angle C is less than angle B, you can say that the side opposed to angle C is less than the side opposed to angle B. That only I written downside. See here. Angle C less than angle B got. Angle C is less than angle B. Therefore, side opposed to angle C. What is the side opposed to angle C? See the diagram. Side opposed to angle C. What is the side opposed to angle C? What will come? AB. So in the place of angle C less than angle B, here which is the side opposed to angle C? AB. Less than, which is the side opposed to angle B? AC. Okay. Therefore, what we written? AB is less than AC. So you compare among these two line segments. So AB one line segment we drawn, AC one line segment we drawn. Among AB and AC, which is the shortest one? You got AB less than AC. AB less than AC got. The meaning is that AB is the perpendicular line segment. Therefore, the perpendicular line segment is of a shortest length. Okay, perpendicular line segment is the shortest line segment. Okay, very simply, easily you can able to prove it. Once more go through the points. Okay, angle C is an acute angle got. So angle C is, that is acute angle is always less than right angle. Side opposed to angle C, what you got? AB. Side opposed to angle B, what you got? AC. So AB less than AC. But what is AB? AB is the perpendicular line segment drawn from A to this line. Therefore, what we written in conclusion? Perpendicular line segment is the shortest line segment. Okay, students, clear? So this chapter finished. Which lesson? Lesson number 7 finished. So tomorrow we will start with the lesson number 8. Okay, bye.